Okay, second island. What should we do? Just did desert. I rather like forest. I think I'm just going to do forest just because I like it. Before I start, I should just check I've got everything configured right. So we have scrapped the smoke aspect to the smoke squad. Like, this thing still makes smoke, but now smoke is nothing special to us. It's just smoke. And that's fine, because we weren't really ever using this thing's smoke capabilities for damage. Plus, it does 3 damage now. And if you push someone into a wall, it can do 4 damage. This guy's got a gun that knocks back and does 1 damage, and a teleporter that swaps. Would be nice to get an extra damage on that at some point, but again, if they're up against something, you can do an extra damage to them that way. And this guy can shield buildings now. That's the important thing. No one has any extra moves, which is awkward, but we shall see how this works. Oh, and we're really low on power, so I want power. Civilizations of the past have military strength vastly exceeding ours. Good thing we preserved some of their old war machines. Ah! Oh shit. Alright. So I'm usually looking to maximize rep, which is the stars. But that little thing is a power core, and that's the most reactor core. And that's the most important thing. That's the only thing I need stars for, really, is to buy more reactor cores. So that, I've got to do it. But 2 stars and a power core, that is, I think, the hardest kind of mission there is. So, I want to do it, but do I want to do it immediately? Because I haven't really got to know this new squad yet. Maybe there's knacks to it that I haven't, clocked. My main priority is going to be this one up here with the 2 stars, and this one down here with the 2 stars. The fact that I have to go through one that gets me a power on the way here is fine by me, because I do also need power. I won't go out of my way to get it, but I'm glad when it comes to me automatically. There actually aren't many decisions to make here, because I would never do this one, because it's just one resource is just... it'll be an easier mission, but it's not worth the loss. So it's really going to be these 2. I've got to do... Oh shit. Oh. To get to that one, I've either got to do the simple one, or I've got to do 2 of these. And I think the boss happens when there's 3 territories left. This isn't going to work, is it? Because if I go here, then here, then here, then here, there are only 3 left at that point, so I'd lose this one. I think maybe in that case, I'll do an easy one first, then I'll do this one second, just to make sure I get it. And after I've done these 2, I might just do this one, then that one, because getting a power instead of a rep is not a bad thing, really. The only slightly awkward thing is usually if you maximize rep, you end up with 9 rep, which is a nice number because it means you can get 3 power cores of that. If you end up with 8, that's significantly worse, unless you can sell something. But that's assuming you don't buy anything in the shops. Anyway, Ohmtown looks like the one. End the battle with less than 4 mech damage, protect the power generator. Okay, they've got a Blood Scion. I believe that's the one that regenerates health on enemy units. Yeah, all other Vec heal 1 at the start of their turn. So we do want to take that one out, but it's not as urgent as the armor one. The armor one, you want to take it out before you even start to do damage to anyone. These things are nasty. They are sort of rooted to the spot, so you can't push them. But if they take any damage, they disappear as well until next round. This is a tidal wave that's going to eat into the land, which is great because most things are going to drown. These 2 would drown if they go in the water. The floating one won't, obviously. In terms of placement, I'll probably block these 2 areas. This guy's... I can't stop this guy from moving anywhere. I think he could just... Oh, you know what? He does have movement range. I assume because he burrowed that he could just go anywhere. But I certainly can't block him except by just being in the location that he wants to go to. So I imagine this guy's probably going to attack the coal place, and I can't do anything about that. I don't think it really matters then. This guy can go here. This guy go as close as possible. Not much point trying to block these squares. This guy can now swap. No, wait. Remember what I did? The plane can now swap. I don't think it's going to come up anytime soon. Swap doesn't work on this guy. and this guy's going to be next to one of the buildings, so it doesn't really matter. And repulse can shield things, so I don't think he does want to go over here. I think he wants to go just as close to the buildings and stuff as possible. Friendly units can move through each other, so being there is probably quite good. I don't know, that's a little bit far from the action. I've got to remember my plane no longer has huge movement range. I think I'll do this. Okay. So because this guy disappears if he takes damage, it would be nice to kill him in one hit, which I can do because I do 3 damage now. That leaves this guy, and we don't... Oh, hold up. Attack order. Damn it. Oh, that's such a shame. So the worm thing attacks before the purple thing. And that's a shame because the purple thing does 5 damage. So if I use the swapper to put the purple thing there, he would just outright kill the worm before the worm could do anything, which would be awesome. We can't do that. This guy is going to be useless. Oh, he can shield buildings, so... You know what? He could just stand where the plane is right now and he'd shield both those buildings. He wouldn't shield himself, though. He'd only take 1 damage. Okay, so maybe actually we want the... since this guy disappears with any damage, maybe what we want is to kill that guy with the rocket. And use this guy to... it's a shame he can't get there because he could knock this one into that one and do 2 damage to him. Can this guy now? No, he still can't get there. That's a shame. Basically, we can kill one of these things and we can hurt the other one. This guy's never going to be able to get down there. This guy attacks 3 tiles, so getting rid of him is good for that reason. This guy does 5 damage, which means the main effect of that, it doesn't really affect what he does to the buildings that much. Or if he hits a double building, that's bad. But the main consequence of that is that you don't want to get a mech in the way. Like, he'll just kill any of my mechs in 1 hit, which is a big deal. So I'm going to get rid of this guy by shooting him. I think that's what I do. Actually, I'll undo that move, because if I get this guy out of the way first, then we can put the other one in a better position. I don't think he's going to do anything useful. So he's going to go there. This guy's just going to shoot this one. I just want to quickly try something. If this guy gets out of the way, does that... No, it doesn't let that guy move anywhere good. Although he could shield those buildings. So he could shield those buildings just anyway. If this guy just like shoots from there, the fact that it pushes is not a problem because this guy can't be pushed. And the forest will set fire to him, I think. I think that will work. And then actually the push guy might be able to go somewhere. So if no one else has moved, I'm going to do that. I think he's on fire now, I don't know for sure. So now this guy actually could go down there and push that one into him, which will do 1 damage. It's not that useful, is it? So what he could do instead is go here, and he could shield all 3 of those, which is pretty awesome actually, isn't it? That's just worth doing. Yeah. Oh, he pushed him. Huh. Very well. He'll stay as close as he can while hitting that guy. We didn't kill the Scion and we didn't block anything, but we killed everything else. And that protection might pay off later. If he just does that every turn, that's just huge. And the fact that there's fire there is good actually, because I think enemies won't voluntarily go into it, but that's a good thing in itself. and if they ever end up there, they get burnt. So that's a pretty picture, isn't it? There's 2 of these suckers now. I believe the environment is going to kill this one first. The fact that he can't be pushed or teleported doesn't protect him from going in the water, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. He doesn't have... There's nothing there that says massive. There's a property they can have called massive, which means water doesn't hurt them. In fact, the environment danger thing is telling me that, I think. So that guy's going to die too, so don't have to worry about any of these guys. We just need to worry about this guy and that guy, and it'd be nice to kill that guy as well. The trouble is they're blocking me. There's no room to move. This guy's the only one who can move. And he could... shoot that guy and hurt him. Oh, you know what? The fire didn't catch on this guy. Maybe going underground like cures him with fire. Pretty sure that's how science works. Oh, and the 1 damage you did to him was, of course, regenerated. What if this guy just kills this one? And then that opens the way for this guy to move in. He could, like, actually push against these 2. And it pushed that guy into the water, which would be funny, but it doesn't really help. But it would kill this guy. I think that's got to be worth doing. So, Pushy Boy goes in here. And I believe, as well as being quite satisfying, that'll let this guy come in here and kill the Scion. And that's kind of huge. That's just everything. Even if I'm wrong about this guy dying to environmental damage, and I think I'm not, this building's shielded. And we only get 1 more enemy next turn, is that real? Oh, the building's fine. Okay, I'll deal with this 1 enemy then. That's kind of weird. You know what I should do? I should have... Oh, this is the last turn as well. Wow, this was easy. I know it wasn't a 2-star mission, but it was a 2-rep mission. Sorry, what am I saying? It was a 2-resource mission. So putting my swap to good use there. And that exclam is scary, but like the environmental effect will affect the space next turn. It's not telling me it's going to die. My units don't die in water. Oh, I might as well get out of the way. I was thinking he should be there just in case the shot, you know, in case this guy does attack before he dies, which he absolutely won't. It's interesting that tile is not going to be affected. I think there's no reason for him to do anything. Like, why isn't that tile affected? Just because the building doesn't want to, like, leave a peninsula or something? Leave an island? Don't know. Yeah, I think I'll just end turn. Wow, that was a complete drumming. Drubbing is what I think I'm trying to say. Okay, so I think I'll do this one next. Since that one was so easy. Plus this one... Defend the tanks. The tanks at some point become under your control. I think, if I remember correctly, the sort of pace of this one is these guys don't come online until like either the last turn or the last 2 turns. And until that point, the difficulty is really high. It feels overwhelming. But then when they come online, difficulty's still high, but now you've got 5 units, so it kind of works out. So, my plane is my swapper. This is the thing that we get a power core for defending. So let's just make absolutely sure that can't get hurt. I think we might as well put him... Oh, we should... These are going to be a worry. We need someone to get in range of that. This guy can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he can sort that out actually. This guy, I want to have someone here because that blocks all routes to this whole area. And I don't really know... Actually, this is the armoured guy, so maybe it makes more sense to have this guy just sort of sitting in a good central position. Maybe even over here, because we're unlikely to need to get further in that direction. And this guy's just the blocker, and he's tough, and he can get in the thick of things if he needs to. My plane's a bit far away from everything, isn't it? But no, it's okay actually. It's a ranged thing anyway. I think actually these are all relatively... Oh, the fucking tanks, man! That's what I'm trying to defend. Of course they went for the tanks. Okay, not the... Oh... Oh god. Oh god. I might have fucked this. I don't know what more I could have done really, but I was focusing too much on the buildings. Both these are high health enemies that are targeting absolutely critical things. This guy can't fucking help. He can't fucking help. He literally can't do anything. Oh no, he could actually rescue this. That's good. So that's why it's good to have push as well as damage. So that's a likely thing. I won't do it just yet. This guy with his 3 damage. Oh, look at this. He's going to go down there. He's going to kill this one. Then this guy can move into that spot, and he will push, and it will push this enemy over here. He'll then block a spawn, and the push will shield the tank from further damage. That's going to be neat. I think I'll just do that now. Don't think it bears further thinking about. Ah, piss. It did bear further thinking about, didn't it? Could I have done that differently? Could I have moved to that tile instead? Because that would have saved this. I think it's worth... you can't do this for free, but once per battle you can reset the turn. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I can do this properly. That doesn't affect what the plane's going to do, does it? No. Okay. Gotta be very careful now, because like if I misclick or something, I've really fucked it. Okay. Push him away, shield the tank. Beautiful. They're probably going to go for this tank too, because he's right. He's easily accessible. Ah, that does interfere with what this guy was going to do. That does. It totally does. Oh god, I've used my reset. There are too many little consequences. So he can't really do anything. He could swap with the tank for what that's worth, which isn't much, but we're going to take a grid hit now. He could shoot the tank and the shield would protect it, but it would only do 1 damage to this guy, so that's not really worth it. Oh, yeah, this is going to be an absolute disaster now. I can't really afford a mistake like that. Not because of the grid damage, but just because, like, that on top of the fact that we've still got 3 things left alive. A new thing will spawn. I think there's no reason not to do that. Yeah, we'll just commit. Resisted! Everything's fine! We're actually, I think my unit positioning right now is pretty good. We are blocking them off from even attempting that tank. The tank's also shielded. All of our guys can kind of get to shit. This guy... If we move the rocket guy out of the way, then this guy could knock this dude out of the way. Although, is there anything he could do with swapping that would be good? We're really interested in these like high damage enemies. Like that guy does 3 damage, which is great. These two only do 1 each. And where could my 3 damage go? It's really... I keep wanting to like go move this guy over here and... Boy, that has some consequences. And shield this guy, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it would shield him but then push him into the mountain and that would give him damage and then that would remove the shield. So it would be a net nothing. This guy... He can shoot that one and get rid of him. We don't want to do anything to this guy. because this guy is going to attack the Scion, which is great. This guy is currently in the firing line. Yeah, so this guy's... Oh, he's going to take 0 damage from that and only 2 damage from that. He can survive both those hits, which is kind of great. You know what? If he pushes right now, he would bump the Scion into this. And that means the Scion would only have 1 health, and this guy would kill him. And him blocking this... Oh, he also would push this guy onto there, which doesn't help him from getting hit from that, but it blocks another spawn. And in fact, this guy could block that spawn and kill him. But does that leave me... I was originally thinking... No, I think the plane is still free. I don't think I used the plane in that scenario, did I? Plane has to be there to get bumped. I think I'm just going to do this. This guy can go down there and just fucking murder this guy. Which he won't be blocking anymore, but that's fine because I'm blocking now. And killing a 4 health enemy is just huge. It also saves that guy from damage, which is nice. And then this guy just has to shunt this guy out of the way. Alternatively, this guy could kill that guy, but I don't think that's as good. I think we want to murder this. And he's going to push him into smoke. Smoke doesn't do any damage anymore, but that's just kind of funny. So that's it. He's going to kill the Scion. Oh, fuck. No, the Scion doesn't regenerate its own health. It only regenerates other things. Alright. We're clawing this back. There it is. Killed his own Scion. And only 3 enemies... Oh yeah, there is. And he's attacking a shielded tank, so that's not serious. Oh, and the tanks are awake. Brilliant. Okay. So these guys back to back. What does the tank do? It just pushes. That's all it does. So they're completely ineffective against this guy. This guy might like to just kill that guy, because then he won't come up next turn. This guy stays where he is and continues to block that square. And all that matters, all that I care about at that point is, can we deal with these? And the way I'd do that is have this guy come down here, shoot him with a push cannon, which is going to do 2 to this one and 1 to that one. And then... It's not quite good enough, is it? A tank could fire back and push him again. But that's not good enough, because this one would still be alive and would still hit the tank. Did I use this unit in that scenario? Because he could come down and push them. And he should. The tank probably won't stay there when I do this. But yeah, I think I'm going ahead. I'm going to kill this worm. I bring this guy down, and I think I'm going to shoot him into there. And then... If I move him down here, doesn't he... I can undo the move, so I'll just see what the preview says. This shields him and it doesn't hurt him. So he'll be shielded and will block the spawn. I can shield him anyway by moving him elsewhere, but if he shields and blocks the spawn, that's interesting. I just want to check, what does the description of shield say? Shields block damage and any negative effects, fire, freezing. Only direct damage will remove the shield. Block damage. That doesn't say attack damage, that's any damage. And direct damage will remove the shield. So I think what it's saying there is like fire, freezing and acid will be blocked but won't remove the shield. From everything that says, shield should protect against spawning damage. Is there anything else I could or should be doing? I don't think so. I think that's good. So it's worked so far. Oh, and we can kill him. We can just kill this one. It'll do a damage to that guy, but that guy's armoured, so he's... that guy's been in the firing line a lot, and he's fine. Holy shit. There's going to be one enemy next turn. Possibly overblocked. Hey, you know what? If I overblocked, I can use this guy to harmlessly push this guy off the thing, so that he doesn't take a damage, which would leave him on 1 health. And we get 2 enemies next turn, which I think I'd actually welcome an extra enemy, because I get more experience. I think I'm going to do that. That's a neat little consequence. Please, please don't die. Thank you. Shields are great, man. Fucking... Like, there are other abilities that shield stuff, and it's like 1 use per battle, or 2 use per battle. This guy can just, for free, shield 4 things per turn, if he wants to. That guy's only 1 health. I could just push him now, right? And he would bump into that, remove its shield, and die. And then there's one other guy. To be honest, there's no reason to play with that kind of fire. I might as well use... Like, I could just bump him into the mountain instead. I do that, and then this guy comes in here and does that. Protects my friends, kills my enemies. It's my kind of move. And I just push him into the sea. That's it, right? Nothing else to do. You know what? Since I've got the actions, I'll repair him. And I'll put the tanks next to each other. A little bit of housekeeping at the end. Should be easy to tell at a glance that there are no enemies left, but I like to triple, quadruple check, just because it would be so heartbreaking to lose something because of that. The consequences of a slip-up in this game are so extreme. Here we've got another power core now, so we can do something like give this guy more damage, or more, maybe more teleporter range actually, or more move range. There used to be a user interface issue where it was somewhat easy to click the end turn button prematurely. The warnings about that were there was one, but it was really intrusive, and so I turned it off. And I remember just one time, you know, on like the 3rd of 4 islands, I accidentally clicked that button and the whole campaign was over. It was just, if you do nothing for 1 turn instead of everything you can possibly do with all of your intelligence and diligence and work, then that's the difference between getting through the mission okay and the entire campaign just being over. It was just like 2 of my guys died, the 3rd one was never going to survive, all of my objectives have failed, I lost like 4 health. Okay. Teleporter range? I do think... Would rather have teleport range or just move range? If you have a longer range, can that... Does it... have to... Can... What I'm trying to ask, if I'm next to 2 enemies in a line, can I switch with the one behind the one I'm adjacent to? Or do I need a clear line of sight? From this diagram, it doesn't look like I need clear line of sight. I mean, it's not showing an obstacle, but it's also not showing like a projectile or a line to indicate that. You can see a little green line below the guy, but then it doesn't pass through the tiles, it seems. I think I'll definitely... The next thing I want to do, if this isn't it, I might want to put that point in its move range, or I might want to, if I get another one, I'd want to upgrade the damage of the Taurus cannon. So that was as hard as it's going to get, hopefully. And it'd be quite nice. I think no matter what, I want to go this way, then this way. And I'm pretty sure I won't get the opportunity to do this, but if I do, I'll be in a good position to do it. And along the way, I'll get some extra grid strength. Defend the artillery support. I guess that's the theme of this island, is these old tanks. They're not on every mission, but that blurb at the start was all about their old hardware. And you do get allied units on other islands, but I feel like in the desert, the allied stuff was all just buildings, like terraforming and Rock moving. Okay, where do I want this guy? This guy can swap and knock things about. He might as well go there. My instinct is always to put artillery at the back, because it can shoot at range. I think that's a decent instinct. It can shoot over stuff. And then this one here. So the idea is I'm completely shielding that building. Everyone's close to the coal plant, which is important, and they're all close to each other, so they can save each other. No one's close to that stuff, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, those guys can't even get there. So they're all going to go for this, basically, or that. Oh, he's still saying how detritus takes out the trash. Oh, detritus. I would love for this guy to be there, because he would crush both of these. Well, I'd crush that one and save the other one. Oh, who attacks first? This guy attacks first. I feel like the attack order is always against me. If it was the other way around, I could push him over there and he'd kill his friend. That guy does at least attack before this guy. Jesus, that guy's got 5 health. So if we could push that guy over there, that would be good. I don't think we can, though. He's webbed, but to be honest, he probably doesn't even want to move. What does the artillery do? He does 2 damage to 2 tiles. That's great. Oh, but he can only move 1 tile. So this guy can easily save himself. He can just push that way. If this guy saves him instead, he'd be free to go over here and just check. This guy attacks first. If I swap with him, he will attack that guy before that guy can attack. And that will... It won't kill him, but it will make him disappear, I believe. And if we were able to do... No, there's no point in us trying to do more damage to that one, because he won't... He then wouldn't take that damage. So there's a certain... Wait, everything I said is totally incoherent. If this guy kills this one to free him, then he won't be there to swap with. But I might want to do that anyway. Just because then this guy can come down here and hit that one as hard as we know how to hit. Because nothing's going to kill this one. We can't do 5 damage in 1 hit. Even if we could do 5 damage in 1 turn, that's not good enough because the first hit will make him disappear. So it's really just how many of these things do we kill and all this other stuff. Do I want to back this guy up? I think I do, just so it's not blocking more important units. And then this one's just going to kill him. And this guy will shoot him, but before I do that I'll move this one because I think he might want to be here in this slot. And it would be cool if he goes there and then he goes there. He can... Oh no, I don't want to do that. I was going to shield now, but although that would shield this guy, I would also push him out of the way, which is not what I want. In fact, if this guy went up here, he would shield this and the artillery, which is pretty cool. I think he should do that. So, we're still going to do as much damage as we can to that thing, and then this guy is going to shield both these. So moving him back did help, that was a good thing. Ah, that's not too bad. I feel like this island's been way easier than the first one, and I think it's because I got rid of all that smoke shit and just had some proper weapons. I often feel like the squads that I don't get at first and into the breach, that I think, oh, this is a bit esoteric, I don't really understand how to use this, I usually end up just changing them to my tastes and then they work. Okay, we're spoiled for choice here, because even the artillery can take out this guy. And then we'll probably want this artillery. Actually, no, this guy can take out that guy. Then this one can take out that one. Actually, the main thing is that we've got 3 things with 2 health, and I've got 2 units that deal 2 damage. This guy does not yet deal 2 damage, unless he can push someone into something. But that's not going to happen in this case. because the only thing that's adjacent to anything is not pushable. Yeah, I think that's right. So which thing do we not kill? It's going to be the Scion, I think. Because everything else is attacking something. So I think I will move this guy over, just because that seems like a better position for him to be in. Oh no, except he'll never be able to move that direction anyway, because it would take him too many turns. So maybe he moves forwards. And hits like that. This guy can hit two things. Oh, a plan is forming. If I knock the Scion over there, he can hit them both at once. I could even switch with him, but I might as well use the... Oh no! I will switch with him, because that leaves me slightly closer to the action afterwards. Look at teleport doing its work. Beautiful. And now this guy, I think we'll back off and do this, because otherwise he has to move too far down. And then we got 3 enemies coming. I might put this guy all the way down here, just so we got a better range of coverage. And of course he's going to use a shield thing to protect the coral plant. I don't envy Justin having to draw these bubbles that fit around all the different shapes of buildings. Particularly because you've got to have, like, there's fire effects, you can have acid on the ground, you can have forest on the ground, you can have shields on top, you can have smoke on top. Although, as we discovered, it might be the case that you can't have smoke and fire at the same time. Which I still think is hilarious. Okay, so this guy can just kill the thing that's threatening him, and that solves that problem. This guy can murder that guy. And it would be real nice if we could push him... No, I suppose 2 turns, so if we block a spawn now, it will never come up again. So I think artillery kills the 2 health guy, rocket guy kills the 3 health guy, this guy moves onto the spawn and blocks it, pushes this guy away, and this guy does I don't know what. Well, he might as well go there then, and shoot that guy, because then that'll do some damage. And then this guy could possibly even... No, he could go there and shove them, but in doing so, he would push this guy off the blocking. I hope any of that makes any sense. You have to kind of think ahead. I would like... You know, my whole thing is I want to do the whole turn and then decide whether I want to commit to it or not. And I totally understand why they didn't do that, but that's that's what I want to experiment with my Wizards game, is just let the player retry the turn as many times as they like until it works out the way they want, and it'll be a very different kind of game. But yeah, part of the drawback of this way is I'm intentionally holding off doing all these things I'm talking about, because you can move freely and undo all the movements, but as soon as you act, everything is committed. Let's look at the attack order, see if that's useful to us. It's not at all. Feels like we're not going to kill this guy. Let's do this, just so because I'm pretty sure that's the right thing to do. And then, looks to me like this is the right thing to do. And then we've still got 2 units to use. So, trouble is this guy does loads of damage, so we can't really fuck around with him like hitting our own mechs. We could potentially push him in that direction twice? No. Kind of feels like this guy could go here, shoot him over there, and then this guy could go up there and push him onto the spawn, and then we don't get another enemy. That works, but I don't know how I want to do it. I think I actually, having only 1 enemy to deal with is not that great. Kind of want 2. So honestly, it just kind of looks like... The only thing I'm thinking now is we might as well make use of this shield ability. And to do that, we can put this guy there, move this guy here, and then when he shields him, he'll also push him onto the spawn. Mind you, shielding him is not important at all. He'd be much better off shielding a building. Yeah, let's just do that. He goes here, he does his little nudge, and this guy just shields a building. We'll have one more enemy to deal with, and this guy's very tough, so that feels like a good balance. Oh, and he's just going to attack me, that's fine. Okay. We've got to pick which one of these things we want to kill, and I think we're going to kill this one. We can prevent both of them from doing anything we don't want. But this is the only guy... If this goes down here, he can kill this guy in one hit, because it does 3 damage and pushes him, and the push will finish him off. Or he can kill this guy in one hit. Anybody else can't kill this guy because they can't do enough damage. And they can't kill this guy because, even if they combine their damage, because he'll disappear after the first attack. Let me just double check that there's no way the other units can kill this one. So with the tank shot, we can do 2 damage to him. This guy can't do anything. This guy could do 2 damage, but he can't maneuver into position. This guy could push him, but not that far. He's got to move like 5 tiles or something. So I think it's best if we kill this one, because that is... The XP you get for killing an enemy is equal to its original max hit points. So we get 5 XP for that. And doesn't matter who does what to this, so I think we just shoot it with this guy. Doesn't help or hinder. And then what the hell, doesn't matter at this stage, but we could have this guy protect the building. This guy will pointlessly fire at the ground. Oh, this guy is salty about us letting one of them go. Well, XP is not the most important thing, and we still got quite a lot of it. Yeah, I think we're going to get to do this mission, but not the other one. This one I've got to kill at least 7 enemies and protect the emergency batteries. We've been pretty good at killing, despite what that guy just said. Okay, I think we might want this guy over here. And... this guy here, and that guy there. So this guy's there to block, this guy's there to be versatile and get to anywhere, and this guy's there to sort of deal with anything on this side. Although they're more likely to go for these. That's true, they're more likely to go for these. Maybe he should go here, because we're not going to block this completely anyway. Let's see their movement range. Oh, they can't get there anyway, they're definitely going to go for these. This guy can get there. And if he does, this guy will be there to stop him. Okay. Oh great, time pod. It's one of those pods. Might be someone inside. Hey, what? Why did you stand there? Isn't that a danger zone? That's an airstrike zone. You don't really want to be there, man. Okay, this is slightly awkward actually, because what I kind of want to do is move this guy down here to get that, but it makes more sense in general for this guy to come up here and kill this one. I think you can just do this because the push won't affect anything. Yeah. And this guy... after he should push to get rid of this guy, and then this guy could actually come down and damage him, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'd come down here and kill him. So I think he should, even though that means not collecting the time pod this turn. That's a good move anyway, because it protects that. And then Oh, this guy could come down there, or he could actually do it from this side. I don't know if that's better. I think it's better for him to be here. So I'm pretty sure the airstrike happens right away. It's just gonna insta-kill that guy, even if he didn't only have 1 health. And we can kill this guy without hurting the thing. Alright, that's everything. Maybe the forest island is always easier. I thought the desert would be the easiest for us because we have the smoke thing. Smoke does not seem to be that cool. Okay, this is interesting. Oh! You know what I can do? Range 1 swap, motherfucker. He's now in the death zone. So both these things are just going to die of their own accord. So is that guy currently. But we should move him. Probably just to there, because... actually, if he went up there, he could protect this building as well. Might as well do that. And then this guy can collect the time pod. And that's it. This has been a series of very... Oh! We do have to kill 7 enemies. We've already killed 3 so far. This is going to be 2, so we'll be on 5. So next turn... Oh, we've got 2 more turns. Yeah, this is going to be fine. Just as well we wiped everything out, because there's 3 things spawning. They just keep blundering into these zones. It's funny, there's like... It seems to me that they never step onto fire intentionally, but they will blunder into any environmental hazard. There's like all of them. I think they literally don't know about them. The AI doesn't take it into account. So... Oh, that's another 3 health guy. He might as well go down there and whack him. And this guy can kill that guy just with a crush shot. This guy, if he can get down there, I think he might as well protect this building, because that just saves us so much worry. Oh, he'll protect that guy as well. And then we just use our 3 damage cannon to destroy that. So this is... In other circumstances, I'd be worried about my positioning here, because Rocket Guy now is miles from anyone, and miles from the things he wants to protect. But we have 3 buildings shielded, we're only going to have 2 enemies to deal with. I think it's fine. And just killing those worms is such a big deal. Like, when I got that 3 damage thing, I was saying, like, oh, there's loads of things with 3 damage. I wasn't even thinking about the worms. The worms, the fact that they have 3 health, usually, is a huge deal. Because anything that doesn't kill them in 1 hit prolongs them. They're going to come back. And so being able to wipe those out right away is just doing us a huge favour. And we've already exceeded our kill count, and we're going to do more. We're going to kill more. I don't know if I can kill this one though, because this guy, he needs to be 1 square away to hit with the rocket, and from there he's being smoke. There he'll die. Oh, you know what? He could go there and kill him, and then this one could come up. He could shield him. Does shield protect against environmental damage? I mean, it protects against damage. The description of the airstrike is not that it deals a certain amount of damage, it's that it instantly kills any unit. I feel like that's pretty emphatic. I think that's telling me it will kill it even if it does have a shield. So, can we knock him into it somehow? No. If this guy's dead, this guy's movement pattern will be different. He'll be able to go further. Can't quite see a way to do this. Oh. Yes, I can. He goes there. He kills him from there. Why am I doing this? Because I'm not going to have enough left to kill this one. I can only kill one of these things, really. Potentially I could kill both. If I was willing to sacrifice that guy, then we do this, where this guy pushes him into that guy and that guy pushes him back. we don't really want to do that because it will kill this guy. What I was thinking just now is that that guy could... Rocket could go in the danger zone, and then Jet could knock him out of it from up here. Push him down. It'll hurt him, but it wouldn't kill him, which is the important part. But then that leaves this guy totally undealt with. So is there a way... What I want to do is... Oh, okay. Here's what we do. I think. We move this guy here. And this guy here. This guy is just gonna kill this guy at some point. I don't need to do it just yet. But the crucial thing is, this guy's gonna push the Jet into the firing line. Then the Jet is gonna use his swapper on this guy to put him in the firing line. And now, this guy will just go up here and one-shot this guy. And that's gonna be it. Look at that. Killed 10 enemies in the end. Yep, sure liking this smoke squad now that I've ditched all concept of smoke. Someone got promoted too. Ooh. Astro bombs. Leap over any distance, dropping a bomb on each tile you pass. 1 damage to each, uses per battle 1. To be honest, that's not tempting me really. Compared to my cannon, which is just always useful, and the teleporter, which is, as you've seen, is super useful. Ooh, that guy gets 1 extra move. Oh, what's happening? Okay, the boss. Spider boss. Okay, this is the hardest boss in the game. What I wanted to check out is who got the move. This guy got the move, the rocket mech. That's maybe not the best use of him. We also have 1 extra power core to spend. So rocket mech being able to move 4. You know what, that does mean all of us can move 4 now, which is pretty neat. And rocket mech does have some tricky positioning to do. So I'm not against that. If I switched him with pilot, the Jet, then pilot no longer has the 2 health, and I'd have to spend a power core getting that back, because that's just really important. So that doesn't make any sense, because if I'm going to spend a power core, I might as well just upgrade move that way. And I might even do that. To be honest, this guy having extra move might be nice. Because now that he can shield, he's quite a big deal. Getting an extra damage on him, though, would be really handy. Can I do that? I'd have to sacrifice the range on the teleporter, which right now I don't really want to do. The spider boss involves laying loads of eggs everywhere, and the main challenge is there's just shitloads of things to deal with all the time. There's just like 7 or 8 enemies, and they're all weak, but you just need to be able to, kill enough things. And in that situation, is teleport more useful than damage? Maybe not, because the spiders are only 1 health, but any other enemies... Currently it kind of sucks that this is the only one who can one-shot them. If I upgraded him, he could one-shot them in a lot of circumstances. And because there's a lot of other units around, units are always bumping into each other, so it'd be quite common for him to do 2 damage and 1 push damage, which is 3 damage, which is kind of a magic number. I think I'm going to do it. Putting a core in him is a pretty safe bet anyway. Taking 1 out of range is not great, but I think this is a damage challenge we're about to face. Not so much a careful positioning one. So, bosses that spawn minions, it's like the age-old question in as a video game player is, do you take out the thing that's spawning the enemies, or do you take out the enemies that have been spawned? And instinct sort of suggests take out the thing that's spawning them, because the problem's only going to get worse. But games are usually balanced so that it's kind of a knife edge, like it's that isn't always the right answer, at least. And so some of the time that you just can't keep up if you don't push down the minions a little bit, and it's possible to just about do a little bit of damage to the boss and eventually whittle him down. I find that question not that interesting. I wish games would just tell me. Because it's just a maths thing. If I could write down all the figures, I could just come up with the conclusive answer. Oh yeah, it's always better to kill the boss, or it's always better to kill the minions. But it's just a numbers game, and I don't have the energy to calculate it, and it's not interesting what the answer to that question is. I just like to be told it, basically. So, let's get both of our damage dealers over here, I think. And then maybe this guy over here. Then there's only two things they're likely to attack. And that guy can kind of be a utility person. I think that makes sense. There's eggs there, which we'd like to hit. And if he's there, he could move up there to do that. Well, who's going to move? This guy's going to move, but he can go anywhere. We can't stop him. Those guys aren't going to move. They're going to hatch. This guy... God, he can't move very far at all. Yeah, maybe we move up here. Flexibility is more important than blocking right now. So, in this case, I think I want to take out the boss as best I can. Oh, these guys do act on their first turn, do they? Yes, they do. What you really want, if possible, is to hit the boss in such a way that he bumps into one of his eggs and destroys them. But that's not going to be possible right now. Oh hey, this is going to be nice. This guy just goes here. He pushes that one, it kills the spider, and it'll get rid of this guy for now. And postponing him is not so bad because... It's not so bad if it lets us focus on killing this guy. Killing the boss. I do overuse the word this guy. And this spider is not a problem because we'll just move out this way. So this should let us focus on the boss to an impressive degree. I would love it if the boss was up against something so that we could hit him. God, you know what I could do? It's fucking mad, but this guy, the plane could go here. And that way when I shoot with this thing, it's gonna do 4 damage because it's gonna knock him into the plane. And the plane will do 1 damage, it won't kill him unfortunately. But it would... Oh shit! I was thinking it'd be great because he'll still be here and he'll still block. But actually you might as well use a swapper in that case, because it'll deal the same amount of damage to this guy, which is 1, and still block, and it'll deal 1 less damage to me. So I think this is better. So I'm going to take 1 damage here, but into the bargain I'm going to block a spawn, and 1 damage for blocking a spawn is decent anyway. It's especially good on the spider boss, because you want to keep things at bay until you've killed him, and then after you've killed him you can do cleanup. This is really good, he's very close to death. We'll be able to kill him next turn. Unless something goes horribly wrong. Oh, Scion, that's actually brilliant. That's the best thing they could have given us, because any way to have fewer attacking units right now... Oh, Jesus Christ, he's thrown out 3 more! There are 3 alive. Okay, but look, we've been given a gift here, because these guys are all attacking him, and he can just freely move out of the way. That is really good. And in fact, let me just do a quick test. If he moves out of the way, can he get down there? No, he can't, because it's a kind of blocked-in situation. Alright, so the threats we need to deal with are this one and that one. God, there's only 2, that's amazing. And he can deal with this one, he can't deal with that one, because push does nothing to that. So that's very cool. If he was there... Oh, if he was there... No, that wouldn't be that good, actually. Take it all back. I really want to do something super efficient, like hitting this one into that one, but you just can't afford to deal with those threats till the main motherfucker is dead. It's really all down to the plane, isn't it? That no one else can really help. And he could just swap. I know that's kind of crazy, but what I would love is if he swapped with that guy. This guy killed the boss, then the other spider killed him. Can that happen? No, this one attacks first. Okay, in that case I swap with the boss. The boss gets killed by that one, and then that one just gets to attack normally. Not quite as good, is it? And there's not really any world where we can cause one of these to block or anything. This guy going there and pushing then would deal damage to the corporate tower and destroy it, which is not really acceptable. But it would kill that guy and kill that guy whilst blocking another thing, which is kind of crazy. No, there is a way this turn to take no damage and to kill the boss. So I think I should do that. If I swap with the spider to kill the boss, I am... If I swap with the boss, in fact, to kill the boss, then... No, I'm not killing any spiders by doing that, am I? That's no better than just shooting him myself. Feels like there's something clever to be done here. Let me see that attack order again. So, I could get 3 to kill 5, but that doesn't help me. I want the boss to die. I can shoot the boss directly, and I can move out of the way before I do it. Down to that bottom space. That's fine. I need to kill him. I could switch with the boss, then he gets killed by his own spiders, but the spiders themselves don't take any damage, so it's not really any better. I could leave this area completely and knock some eggs and spiders into each other, but it's never going to affect the boss. Oh, unless... If this guy killed those two, would this guy be able to move down there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. He... 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way he can get to that tile. If he was in that tile, it would be so great. And also, you've got the swapper, but that wouldn't really help in that situation. So there's no way this guy hurts that guy. I think I just maybe swap with him or shoot him with a cannon from down here. Just a question of whether I want to end up here or there. And actually I think ending up here is slightly better, so I'll use the swapper. Plus his own spiders killing him is kind of hilariously cruel. And then this guy just shields the building and pushes the spider. I don't like how many spiders there are going to be. It's going to be a stupid number of spiders. And this guy gets to kill him straight up. We eliminated 2 enemies, but one of them's a spider boss, and that's a big deal. He regened. Fuck. Okay. It's a good job 2 spiders are hitting him, because I didn't factor that in. I did not factor that in. Oh my god. We nearly didn't kill him. Hey, look at this! This is not too bad. This is not too bad. These 2 are attacking me, which I don't care about. I'm just going to move. I can move and I can block. And in hitting one of these, I can kill 2. I like this a lot. And then... Oh, this guy can't really do anything except push everyone away. But in doing so, he would block a spawn. He doesn't even need to push them away, but he might as well. And so this guy would probably just nudge one of these into another one. I mean, 4 attacks here can be stopped with 2 attacks, which is just great. It's so rare it works out that well. Even if I could swap with this guy and have him shoot the spiders, but even if the attack order works out in my favour, he doesn't push them, so it doesn't kill both spiders. So I might as well kill both spiders myself. And maybe we just... Yeah, we block both things, don't we? So this guy blocks that, kills both of those. This guy is going to push the spider to block that one, which kills the spider and blocks the spawn. This guy kills those two. We do a crazy amount of carnage, and it will still only just be enough to stay afloat. We just got really lucky there with what the enemies decided to do. Doesn't do anything bad, does it? Nope. It's all good. Alright, Jesus Christ. Gonna survive the spider boss. There'll only be three things plus a scion, which we don't really care about. Yeah, look at that. So, what should we kill? This guy can kill this and you know, smoke that guy. This guy can't really do much. And this guy won't be able to kill either. He can kill the spider. Maybe you should do that just to get some XP. We should make sure that we are actually going to prevent... Oh, hey, we could have the... This guy's going to kill a spider. He just will anyway. And so maybe we go over here, we knock him over here. Why did that do 2 damage? I upgraded the damage! I forgot I upgraded the damage. Okay, that's good. We haven't checked that. Oh, fuck. The spider attacks first. Alright, so we do have to do this. We have to smoke the spider. As so often in life, gotta smoke the spider. And then, actually, we can kill the spider. Because this will shield my friend and... crush him. Awesome. Only the Scion survived. And I bear the Scion no ill will, really. Like, in a fight like that, he just didn't do anything. He didn't really bother us. Except he almost saved the boss. If we didn't have redundant damage coming in on the boss, that would have been a pain in the ass. Okay, awesome. And I believe we didn't miss a single objective. Therefore we get Bethany Jones, who starts every mission with a shield. That's not a big deal. +1 mech reactor is, though. Grid defense, don't even need it. We've gained so much just through those missions that we kind of had to do. Acid projector, that is cool. And our pulse guy does not have any other weapon. I think he's got a spare slot. I can check, right? Yeah, he's got a spare slot. So, I think we take that. +1 mech reactor is good. Starting a mission with a shield is nothing. It's just like having a 1 extra HP. Yeah, and the other guys we've got, they have things like plus health and plus speed. So I think I want the acid projector. And it's free. And then when we spend rep, what do we get? I can throw out an acid tank! And that's awesome because it's like an acid projector, except it's a whole other unit that you get to control. And you could even upgrade them to push things around, which is pretty cool. What's that one? Confuse shot. Oh, flips the enemy. That's cool. That's also free. Holy shit. Boulder, I don't think we're going to do that. Wait, what is my... This guy's got a spare slot too. So he could be the one who throws out a tank. And this guy could be an acid tank himself. Seems a bit redundant to have both, but... And you're telling me that this thing fits my artillery. Why is that good though? It does 2 damage. Currently I do 3 damage. And it just pushes in a different direction. And the rock could potentially block some stuff. Doesn't seem great though. We only have 7 rep. I will sell this thing because I definitely don't want that. I'm liking our swapper jet a lot. What's that? Buildings gain a shield after taking damage. That's only useful if the same building is going to take damage twice, which is kind of a disaster scenario. So do we buy something? Or we could even sell the acid thing and then get 3 reactor cores. Is Confuse Shot better than the Acid thing? Acid is really good, especially for bosses. And I kind of like this one because if you upgrade him with Push, I mean it's quite a lot of cores. It takes 2 cores just to get him online at all. But then if you do upgrade him with Push, he becomes like a 4th unit who can nudge things around. That could be very useful. Acid, by the way, doubles the damage. Doubles the weapon damage that things take. So that's what's good for bosses. If I'm going to get that, I don't need this acid projector. But then if I sell it, I also don't really need anything else. Oh, if I sell it, I can buy the rock thing for almost nothing. You know, it's a fair trade. And I still have 6 left over to get 2 power cores. I think having the extra acid tank is way better than having... Because this does push already. And it's free. That's pretty good. But this guy's got nothing else to, like... In the late game, you fill up this reactor bar, and it's... you kind of want something to spend it on. So I am tempted to sell this, buy this and this, and then buy 3 cores. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I probably won't be able to use... Oh, wait. Acid tank, which unit is that going to go on? Because it can't go on this guy if he's going to use that rock for anything. So it would go on him instead. That's okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm going to donate, which gets me reputation. By the way, reputation is money, therefore it's selling. And then buy this, and then might as well buy that. I'll buy the power cores first. But yes, I'm going to have 1 left over. And rep doesn't get you anything. You can't save it up and spend it on the next island. You've got to spend it now or lose it. And that's going to be it. So this guy's going to get the... Oh, that does cost. Why did I think that was free? It's not free. So we're going to have 2 things that we don't actually have the power for. I could invest the power now and get the acid tank. Maybe I should. That's pretty good, isn't it? He comes into his own when he's got push, but... That's better than putting points into like Rock Accelerator. Equally, I could give this guy like 4 damage. But then if you have an acid tank, you can double his damage. I've got lots to spend things on now. I could also upgrade this thing's range. I think the acid tank's going to be the biggest single difference to our capabilities, having a 4th unit around. And so that's what I'm going to go with. And then we will do another island next time.